Welcome to Real Racing TV, top asphalt blistering 3/10 of a mile madness from our very own Southside Speedway. Stay tuned for interviews, tech talk, and some outstanding racing. Greats like Bobby Allison and Denny Hamlin cut their teeth on these four corners. Be prepared for an awesome show. And now, here is your host, Sean Cook.
Folks, it's Legend Racing time down here at Southside Speedway. We're here with Brad Arthur, who came second in the last race. Now, you were trying to catch the other guy whose name is what?
Cameron Patrick.
He was trying to catch Cameron Patrick, people, and Cameron drives the 20, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're the 22.
That's me.
Man, this is a great interview. I'm really doing good. Now, look, man, tell me what it's like driving one of these things. Kevin Yates let me drive one last year, and I was astounded by how fast they are. How far off the late model times are you?
Here, I believe we're about a second and a half off the lap time, so we run an average of about a 15:50.
15:50. Well, I tell you what, a lot of the late model cars can't get around the track that quickly. 15:40s, 15:30s. Some of them don't even crack the 15 seconds. But you guys put on a great show. Now, you want to give a shout out to any family, friends, sponsor, crew, whatever?
Yeah, I want to thank all the guys working in the shop. I want to thank Triplet Motorsports for helping us out financially, and Hoffman and Arthur Dentistries.
Fantastic. Well, people, watch out for the number 22 car of Brad Arthur. All right, folks, we're down here with Cameron Patrick, the driver of the number 20 Legend car. Cameron, what a season you're having, man. You stuck it. How many wins you got out here so far this year?
Well, we've only got one win. We only had 2 races, and I finished second in the first one, so we've got a pretty good start to this season.
Now, what's the difference between this season and last season? Because last season it was dominated by Kevin Yates, and this season it seems like you can stuck it up. And how are you doing it?
Well, he had a really good year last year. We didn't have quite as good luck. The redraws really affect the race sometimes, and he was able to start up front. Had a few tore-up cars, but we finished strong here last year, and this year we've just been lucky enough to start up front and be able to stay there.
Now, folks, my 2 camera people right now are shooting the races, and I'm down here with Cameron Patrick. Now, Cameron, tell us who our cameraman is today.
Well, my dad gets to be the cameraman today. He's done it before, so he's doing a good job.
Now, what else does your dad do other than stand in for my camera people?
Well, he's also the crew chief of the car. He's also the owner of Little Race Cars. He does all the setup work. I owe everything to him. I mean, I couldn't do this without him, and I wouldn't do it without him either. So,
folks, Little Race Cars is the company now. They are franchised by the company in North Carolina that makes these. So they are what, the actual Legend dealer for the area?
Yeah, he's the Legends dealer for this area. 600 Racing actually makes the cars, and he just is a support and a distributor for this area.
Well, folks, if you're sitting on your sofa at home watching this show, I've got some amazing news for you, because there's something else that Little Race Car does, right? You can actually rent a Legend car and go run it. Is that right?
Yes, we do. We have a rental program. You can either test drive a car during the week, or we can rent you a car and put you in for the race. I've actually run the race car at another track when we had a car problem, had to run it, and it is fast. I finished second with it at South Boston.
Congratulations.
So we can put you in a good car just to come out and play.
So how do you get hold of Little Race Cars? And people, this is big. I mean, you can convince your wife to at least let you do it once, fellas, right? Now, how do you get hold of Little Race Cars if you want to go racing?
Well, you can get him on his website, littleracecars.com, or you could give him a phone call, 804-507-0106. Give him a call, and they'll line you up with a race and get you out here and let you have some fun.
Well, folks, I drove Kevin Yates' car last year, and they may be little race cars, but they're fast race cars, right, Cameron?
Oh, yeah, they're real race cars. They may look like fun. We're full tube chassis, street tires, and lots of horsepower. We get it done.
All right, folks, stay tuned for some serious Legend racing from Southside Speedway.
It's getting party time moonwalks down here with us on the backstretch area, on the back of the front stretch grandstand, with the Dragon Moonwalk. Green flag out. Legend cars down into turn number 1, off of turn number 2. It's Brad Arthur. He was all over Cameron Patrick in the heat earlier tonight, and he is already on him again. He's already pulled to the inside and gotten by Kevin Yates. He is making the challenge to the inside. The move off of turn number 4 down the front stretch into turn number 1. Arthur looking like he's got the powerhouse of the automobile tonight. The automobiles in this Legend Series run tonight here at Southside Speedway. There have been 2 races thus far this year. Cameron Patrick won the last one. Brad Hancock in the 17, who runs 4th. He won the first one, the season opener. Red Causey runs in the 5th spot in the 33. Defending track champ Kevin Yates runs 3rd in the number 2 automobile. Off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch, it is still Cameron Patrick in the number 20 out front. The 22 automobile, that is Brad Arthur in 2nd spot. Kevin Yates in the number 2 automobile flanks both of those cars, trying to stay right in the tire tracks. Arthur a little bit tight off the corner, and Cameron Patrick is starting to set sail. It was 1 car length now maybe get 2.5 during the straightaways. Caution flags coming out. We've got the Allspack brothers. And looks like Robert French's automobile in the middle of the backstretch along with Paul DeGracia's automobile. He got stopped right before, but we are sans a tire off of somebody's car. Green flag is out. Cameron Patrick back up through them. These cars run motorcycle engines, so 1 forward, I believe, and 3 back. The way they shift on through, and Cameron Patrick, Brad Arthur, the cold tires was what helps the 22 automobile. We saw him fall off a little bit from the 20 car after about 3 laps of running. So he's going to try to get out front quickly, try to see what he can do about catching that 20 car. A little bit of dirty air on the front end of the 22 car, not helping him out though, as Cameron Patrick still puts distance between himself and the 22 of Brad Arthur off the corners. 5 to go. Chris Steffi called it up here in the tower after they made contact. They will be on him, and they are. 3 wide into turn 1. Leaders are all over each other. Cameron Patrick looks to thread the needle and does so. Brad Arthur follows suit. Yates has to go tight down to the bottom. Patrick to the outside of Jamie Lane down the front stretch now. Leaders will be clear and free down into 1. Cameron Patrick down into turn number 3. He'll swing off of turn number 4. 17 laps on the board next time by. 2 sticks across the windshield. Cameron Patrick, Brad Arthur, Kevin Yates still in that order. Brad Hancock and Rhett Causey 4th and 5th. Causey down into turn number 3. He's got 2 lap cars to deal with. 2 sticks across the windshield for Cameron Patrick as Causey tries to work the lap traffic of Jamie Lane and Robert French down into turn number 1. French gets down on the bottom of the track. Causey now tries to work the outside with his black and white number 33. White flag coming out. Cameron Patrick. Legend Series ready to rumble around the Southside Speedway, and here we go. Tight action off the bottom of the speedway. Rhett Causey set sail, but it's Sparky West out front flying. Rhett Causey said not flying for long. Here comes the 33 to the inside. Down into turn number 1, off of turn number 2. The 33 car makes a hard charge. Rhett Causey to the top spot. Down the front stretch, thinking 3 wide. Trevor Aspax drops back in line. Here comes the 2 automobile. You can see how much the stage route upsets these cars in the bottom of 1 and 2. Tell you, at the time that these cars are racing it out for the second spot, the whole time they are catching Rhett Causey. I don't know if Rhett backed off a little bit to try to make it a little bit more of a challenge for him, but Rhett now has a 2-car battle on his back bumper. And they are getting ever closer to the number 33 automobile. So it's getting tighter and tighter out here at Southside Speedway for the second of the Twin 20s. 7 laps on the board, only 3 away from the halfway point. And feature number 2 for the Legend Series. Caution coming out on the speedway. Robert French around on the backstretch area, the number 98 automobile. So the first caution coming out on the Legends. All right, it'll be 8 laps this time, 12 more circuits. Rhett Causey trying to put his name in the record books in 2007 at Southside Speedway. Got 2 coupes leading 2 coaches down into turn number 1. And coupes and coaches, not coupes and coaches. The front 2 are coupes and the second 2 are coaches. They call it the body styles when you buy them. Yeah. When you buy these, they call coupes when they have just a drop back window, and when they have that kind of roof on it, they call them coaches. When you buy them, you get this. Red Causey got a lot of company. Kevin Yates playing the old chrome horn, but he gets a little bit of it off the front end of the 20 car. Your top 4 all occupy the same piece of real estate. Battle for 5th on the speedway. Brad Hancock now is pulled to the inside. He's going to go by Trevor Alspack, and that'll be done pretty quickly. Down into turn number 1. Now the 17 car set sail, 12 laps complete, only 8 more circuits, make it 7.5. Working off of turn number 4 to 33 car of Causey, still out front. A little bit of a wiggle for the 33 car that time. Yates looks to the bottom of the speedway. Not able to make the move yet, Causey. Just a little loose off every exit. Yates looks outside. Oh, honks hard into 3. They make contact into 4. Off of turn number 4 down the front stretch. Causey's got the pick down there. Can he use it? Yes, he will. Yates has to drop back in line. And I tell you what, Rhett Causey driving like a pro on the track champ from last year. Yates, 5 more circuits left, and Yates understands this kid's for real right here. He drove him into turn number 3 a couple of laps ago, about 5 miles per hour faster than he wanted to go in. But Causey's able to hang on to it and stay on. Oh, a little bit. Here goes Yates. Here comes Patrick. And Rhett Causey puts the block on again. Will Cameron Patrick be as generous? No, caution is coming out on the speedway. Robert French in the top of turns 1 and 2. Green's back out. Here comes Rick Causey up through the gearbox. He's in front of the 2 of Kevin Yates. Cameron Patrick right behind him. Brad Arthur in the 4th spot right now, down into turn number 3. Yates makes the challenge once again. He's not able to run it on the Nerf bars. It's only 3 circuits left. Yates still trying to challenge Causey. Causey right on the bottom of the speedway on the exits. Yates' car tightens up. Yates is a ton better in and through the center, but Causey is killing him off the corner. Here comes the nudge. Here comes Yates. He's inside. Only 2 more laps to go. Yates is on the bottom. Causey's up top. Cameron Patrick's thinking 3 wide down the backstretch. Wheel to wheel. Nerf bar to Nerf bar. Off of turn number 3 into turn number 4. White flag is out. Yates at the stripe by about a half an inch. Down in the corner. Cameron Patrick loosens up the 2 car. Off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. It's Causey by the nose. Into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. Yates losing momentum. Brad Causey!
All right, folks, Rhett Causey put on quite a show, buddy. He took you, and you took him back, and now you've got the 1st place. Now, how many 1st places have you gotten, bud?
This is our first one this year. We had a few last year, so we're tickled to death over it.
Well, congratulations. Hey, you want to give a shout-out to any friends or family or sponsors?
Oh, yeah, my wife, Dee, and Richie and Dwayne for all of his endless help on the car, all of our sponsors and everybody. It was a great win for us tonight.
Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. It was another awesome night of racing down here at Southside Speedway. The 33 won the last race. Stay tuned next week for some more serious action from the toughest track in the South.
Southside Speedway.
Yow!